Hello YouTube and welcome to the presentation on solving multi-step equations. So this solving multi-step equations is going to be the last piece of the puzzle until you learn how to solve your basic bread and butter equations. And what I have here is a toolbox, and it represents everything you will ever learn in math and algebra. And solving multi-step equations makes up about this much of the toolbox. It's just the bread and butter. You can find it everywhere. Literally everywhere you will find solving these simple equations. So that's just a bit of motivation for you to learn it. Okay, so let me just write the title up. Solving multi-step equations. Sorry if my handwriting is getting messier, but it's tough to write on a tablet. Okay, so let's go. So you basically need all the skills that you learned in solving one-step equations. Let me just sum up. Multiplication and division are opposites, or they undo each other, and addition and subtraction are opposites, meaning they undo each other. And if you need more help with that, you can look at my previous videos where I explained it in extreme detail. So let's start off. We have 4x plus 1 over 5 equals 5. So whenever you have a fraction, remember, all it means is there's a big parentheses in the top and a big parentheses in the bottom. Because you're doing an action to the whole thing. So you're dividing one parentheses by the other parentheses. So that's what I always do when I have a fractional expression. So then the first step here would obviously be to multiply by 5. We do not like fractions in algebra. So we get 4x plus 1 equals 25. Now we subtract 1. Let's subtract 1. We get 4x equals 24. Divide by 4. X equals 6. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't divide by 4 and then subtract 1, you want to generally go when you're simplifying expressions in the order of PEMDAS. Let me just quickly sum up. I'll do a complete video on this later, but to sum up, let me just do it. So you have your PEMDAS. Okay, so let me just, so parentheses. So these are on the same level. Okay, so you always want to do parentheses first, then exponents second, and then multiplication and division you do if you have more than one term in there, left to right. They're of the same importance, and the same thing with addition and subtraction. So if you have multiplication and division first, you want to do that first. But remember this, you always have to keep in mind that you got to think about what's easier. Generally, you want to, here, I'm going to write another rule. Isolate the variable. You want to do whatever you want to get x or 6x or 10x or 100x on one side on its own equals something. So then you can just divide. That's the best thing to do. If you have something like 6x plus 1 equals something and you divide by 6, you have to do x plus 1/6 equals something. Subtract the fraction. It's so much work. So just trust me. You have to isolate the variable. You know what? Don't even worry about PEMDAS yet. I mean, still follow the laws, but like don't worry yourself about that. Just focus on isolating the variable. Let's do 2 more. Or more if time permits. I want to make sure that I get this video under 10 minutes. So we have 5m plus 13 over 2 equals 1. Again, multiply by 2. And we get 5m plus 13 equals 4. Now we want to isolate the variable, so we subtract 13. And we get 5m equals, let's see, what would that be? See, even I struggle with this stuff. 5m equals -9. And now we divide by 5, and we get m equals -9/5. Hopefully I didn't make an error there that would really make me look bad, and it would just be shameful. Okay, so now let's do 1 or 2 more. Okay, let's say you have 4 minus 2z over 4 equals -2. Equals -2. Oh my god. Okay, so you would multiply by 4 first. I need to get this pen to work better. So what you do is you need to multiply by 4 first. Sorry, -2 for 4 minus 2z. And you get 4 minus 2z equals -8. Oh my god. And then you want to isolate the variable, so you subtract 4. And you get -2z equals -12. You divide by -2. Negative divided by a negative is positive. So you get z equals 6. And I think we'll stop the video here because my pen is dying and I don't want to mess up the video anymore.